Just getting set up here. Let's see. Pour myself some water. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to my live stream. Happy Saturday. So, already got a couple likes. Thank you. Oh, one like. Wow, thanks for the like. How are you guys doing today? Where are you from? Where are you joining me from? Very curious. Alex Sikin. Good morning, Alex. User 009 is from Guatemala. Cat's here. Hello, Cat. Privit, Cat. Alrighty then. Got about 42 people here. Live streaming late today. Usually I start live streaming around 11 a.m., but today I was busy in the morning, so live streaming in the afternoon. So good afternoon, everybody. Here in Vietnam, it is 1:20 p.m. What time is it where you are? I'm curious. Let me see, let me adjust this a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm in the middle. So my name is Sam. I'm from the United States and I teach English online. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for coming. This is going to be like B2 level, so like intermediate level English. So I encourage you to listen and repeat after me, right? Practice your English. Today's main topic is internet slang. I've never done a live stream on internet slang, but some people have asked me to. So here we are. Som Nước says 1:20 a.m. If you're in the Mekong Delta, it is not 1:20 a.m., it is 1:20 p.m., my friend. 1:20 in the afternoon here in Vietnam. Mari Carr says, hello from Cancun, Mexico. Oh, lovely. Beautiful place. Phương Chi says, hello, Sam. Hello, Phương Chi. How are you today? Alrighty. So, internet slang. Lock in. So the online meaning of this is to completely eliminate distractions, focus intensely, and take a task 100% seriously. So let's look at some example sentences, right? Practice your English. Internet slang. I need to lock in for this exam or I'm cooked. Yannick Fischer says, hello and guten Tag, sir. Guten Tag, Yannick, mein Freund in Deutschland. Phương Chi says, I'm fine, thanks. Great. My memory says, hello, mate. Hello, my memory. Interesting name. So I need to lock in for this exam, right? I need to focus on preparing for this exam, right? Number 2, stop texting me. I'm locking in on this project tonight, right? I need to focus on this project, so I'm locking in. Yannick says, ich hoffe, es geht dir gut, Sam. Es geht mir wunderbar. Danke schön. Wie geht es dir, Yannick? So, stop texting me. I'm locking in on this project tonight, right? I want to focus 100% on this project, right? I'm locking in. Number 3, bro needs to lock in and stop slacking off. Chuong Zaw says, what does I'm cooked mean? I'm cooked means that bad things will happen, right? If I don't lock in for this exam, I will do bad on the exam. I will get a bad grade, right? If I'm cooked, it means like I'm doomed. It's not good to be cooked, right? You don't want to be in the frying pan. You want to be the one holding the frying pan. Okay. Phương Chi says, how are you? I'm doing great, Phương Chi. I'm doing even better because you're here now. Glenn says, yes, means you're doomed. Ty says, finally you do a video about slang. Yes, people have been asking me for a long time to do a live stream about slang. So here we are. Fabi Roo says, hello, it's nice to be here again. It's nice to have you here again. Thank you, Concierge Japan, Yugo, and Concierge Japan again for the gifts. Konnichiwa. Yugo Uno, are you also from Japan? Phương Chi, em khỏe không? Hôm nay em làm gì? My memory says, I downloaded TikTok only for listening, and you so helpful. She says, you're so helpful. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much. So anyway, where are we? Number 4. The second half of the game started, and the team fully locked in, right? The team really focused on what they were doing, right? They tried really hard to win the game. They locked in. Hello, Teacher Sam from Japan. Hello, Concierge Japan. Concierge Japan, tell me about yourself. Are you a man or a woman? How old are you? I love Japan. Every time I travel from Vietnam to America, I am sure to stop in Japan and spend a day in Tokyo and eat yummy food and just enjoy Japan. Japan is an amazing country. Number 5, me trying to lock in at 2 a.m. to clean my entire room. Concierge Japan is a 50-year-old woman. Oh, okay, cool. Shalala says, hello from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijani people are so friendly. I never knew that I would meet so many people from Azerbaijan. Roiko's from Indonesia. Cool. All right, so professional alternatives, right? So when we use slang with casual use, it's not rude, but it's not very professional. It's not very formal. So let's talk about some professional alternatives, right? If we're at the office or at school or something like that, you generally don't want to use slang, right? You understand? Rain says, hello, Teacher Sam. What languages do you speak? Also, hello from Sierra Leone. Okay, well, welcome, Rain. I speak English. That's my native language. A little bit of Spanish. I speak Vietnamese, and I speak German. Shalala says, thank you. My pleasure. Suwoosman says, hello from Mali. Cool. Ty, is it okay to use slang in the IELTS speaking test? Maybe a little bit. Probably should not use too much slang in the IELTS speaking test. Somebody says, do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do have a YouTube channel, but it's very boring, right? I don't spend much time doing YouTube stuff. Glenn says, what does it mean by carrot and stick? Well, you use a carrot to bring the rabbit close to you, and then you use a stick to kill the rabbit. Perhaps. Arjun Girl says, good evening. Good evening, Arjun Girl. So let's look at professional alternatives where we're not using the slang, right? When you use slang in Vietnamese, it would be like vô duyên to use slang, right? Cat sent a heart. Thank you, Cat. Right? Number 6, I need to fully dedicate my focus to this assignment. Vien Tang says, hi, are you an English teacher? Yes, I am an English teacher. Welcome to my live stream. I need to fully dedicate my focus to this assignment, right? That's a more professional way of saying I need to lock in on this assignment. Number 7, practice your English, right? Listen and repeat after me. Shadow what I say. I am allocating uninterrupted time to complete this project, right? That's a more professional way of saying I am locked in to complete this project. Vien Tang says, you teach online or center? I teach online. I do not work for a center. Josu Sevilla says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. I'm from Texas. Savan says, hello, sir. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. If I was doing any better, I would vomit. All right. Number 8, it is crucial that we prioritize our core objectives this week. Actually, let me go back to number 7. Let's slow down a little bit. Look at the word allocating. Right? I'm allocating uninterrupted time. Allocating means that I'm setting the time aside. Right? I'm going to make special time. Right? I'm going to give some uninterrupted time to complete this project. Okay? Allocating. 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 And then uninterrupted. Yeah, to spend. Yeah, sure. Are you speaking Spanish? No, I'm not speaking Spanish. I'm speaking English. Savan says, I'm from Côte d'Ivoire. Lovely, the Ivory Coast. Western Africa. So uninterrupted, right? This time I will not get distracted. Right? I will not be interrupted. So uninterrupted. 5 syllables. Uninterrupted. I'm allocating uninterrupted time to complete this project. Or slang, I'm locking in to complete this project. Pour myself some more water here. Deep breath. Gotta breathe, right? Need oxygen and water. That's what I drink. It's just water. It's not coffee. Vu'u. This is, what does it mean? Uninterrupted means that I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to do one thing during this time. Right? I'm going to spend time doing only one thing so I can complete this project. All right. Number 8, right? These are professional alternatives to saying locked in. Let's see. Kat sent a heart and a go popular. Thank you, Kat. Haroon says, what is Higi Haga? I have no idea. What language is that? Is that Bahasa? Savan says, can you send me your link to your YouTube? Send me a private message. But like I said, my YouTube channel is boring, right? I don't spend much time doing YouTube content. So I have very little content on my YouTube channel. But if you want to access all of my recordings, you can join my Daily English Club. It's only $1 for the first month. After that, it depends on what country you live in, right? Anyway, I have no control over that. You want me to say number 7 again? Okay, let's go over number 7 one more time, nice and slow. I am allocating uninterrupted time to complete this project, right? I am going to focus on completing this project. I'm going to allocate uninterrupted time. I'm going to lock in on this project. Haroon, I live in Kenya. How can I join your class? Please send me a private message. Please send me a private message or check the link in my bio if you want to join my English club. Verzola Dawn sent a shard of hope. Well, that's just what I need. I need a shard of hope. Thank you for sending that gift. Lovely. So now we're at number 8. Read along with me. Practice your English. It is crucial that we prioritize our core objectives this week. DJ Mill is from France, trying to master English like Americans' accent. Well, great, you're in the right place. Crucial. Crucial means very important, right? It is very important that we prioritize our core objectives this week, right? It is crucial, right? Super important. It is crucial that we prioritize. Look at that word. Listen and repeat after me. Prioritize. Prioritize. It is crucial that we prioritize our core objectives this week. Oh, Godfrey's here. Godfrey, my friend in Uganda. Lovely. Thanks for coming, Godfrey. Good to see you. Family says hay. Hay's for horses, sometimes for cows. All right. Moving on, right? This is more professional English. This is not slang. We need to streamline our efforts to meet this strict deadline. Streamline means like we need to make it faster, simpler. We need to streamline our efforts to meet this strict deadline. Vian Tang says, so I will send a test on TikTok to you or where to talk about learning English. You want to send me a test? Oh, you mean text. You want to send me a text. Yeah, send me a text, right? Inbox me. Send me a direct message, Vian Tang. We need to streamline our efforts to meet this strict deadline, right? This is not a flexible deadline. This is a strict deadline. Number 10. I am currently concentrating all my resources on resolving this issue. So, one more time, nice and slow. I am currently concentrating all my resources on resolving this issue. Right? Currently means the right now. Concentrating, right? I'm focusing. I'm concentrating all my resources on resolving this issue. Resolving means to finish or to fix. Right? The issue is like a problem. I want to solve the problem. I want to fix the problem. Yes, issue is like a problem. Right? I'm currently concentrating all my resources on fixing this problem, on resolving this issue. Right? My issue is that my motorbike is broken. So I need to fix my motorbike. I need to resolve the problem. Savan sent a rose, a you're awesome, and a heart. Thank you, Savan Sumaila. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. So the next slang term we're talking about is aura. Of course I remember Godfrey. I'm really interested in Uganda. I see pictures from Uganda that look really awesome. Looks like a really beautiful country with big waterfalls and like lions and stuff. Uganda is a very interesting country. So anyway, part 2, the next slang term I'm going to go over is aura. So Savan Sumaila says, our community just teared up. Oh, that's good. What does it mean to tear up? I don't understand what it means when our community tears up. But I guess that's a good thing. So, woohoo, yay, congratulations to us. We rock, right? All right, so anyway, we've got 200 people here, 270, 5,000 likes on this live stream. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for joining. Thanks for being here in my live stream today. My name is Sam. I'm from the United States. I teach English online. Every day, almost, I go live here on TikTok, practicing basic English communication. If you would like to join my daily English club and get recordings of all my live streams, get all of my documents for teaching or learning English, please message me to join my daily English club. You can join for $1 for the first month. After that, it depends on what country you live in, right? If you live in America, it's $15 a month. But if you live in Vietnam, for example, it's $6 a month. I cannot control the price, right? It does that automatically. So, and I don't even know what the price would be for your country if you're in a different country. So anyway, just send me a private message if you want to support my channel and join my daily English club. I've added a new thing just a few minutes ago. I started a Google Classroom. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or a bad idea, but in the Google Classroom, I'm going to start putting assignments that I will grade. So if you're part of the Daily English Club, check the Google Classroom, right? Join the Google Classroom if you want. And I have not yet put any assignments in there, but I am going to add assignments and I will grade them. So you can test your English and see how you're doing. That's sort of like B2 level, right? So upper intermediate level English. Anyway, enough about that. The next slang term is aura. The online meaning is a person's overall vibe, cool factor, confidence, or social capital. So let's talk about how to use the word aura. Number 1, right? This is casual uses of this slang term. Tripping on stage is an automatic minus 10,000 aura. Right? So if you're on stage and you trip and you fall, that means it's not very cool, right? People are going to be like, oh, he's clumsy, right? He lost a bunch of aura. Minus 10,000 aura. Number 2, follow along with me. Practice your English. Listen and repeat. The way he handled that rude customer gave him infinite aura. right? Sometimes people are very rude, right? But if you're calm and you do not act angry or lose your patience, that gives you aura, right? The way he handled that rude customer gave him infinite aura, endless aura, right? Tons of aura, right? He is really cool because he was so patient with that rude person. Aura equals charisma. Yeah, it's very similar. Charisma is more like energetic, right? Somebody who has a big presence. But yeah, aura and charisma, just about interchangeable. I would say so. So, number 3, wearing sunglasses indoors is a high-risk aura move. So why would it be high risk to wear sunglasses indoors? Right? If I was wearing sunglasses right now, some of you would probably think that was really cool, and some of you would probably think it's really uncool. Right? So it's kind of high risk, right? Maybe people will think, oh, he's got aura because he's wearing sunglasses inside. But other people might think, oh, he's a dork. He's not cool because he's wearing sunglasses inside. All right, we're talking about slang still. Number 4, I lost so much aura when my voice cracked during the presentation. When your voice cracks, it means like your voice kind of does this, right? I lost so much aura when my voice cracked during the presentation. Right? It's kind of embarrassing when your voice cracks. Anyway, number 5, she just walks into the room with pure main character aura. Right? If the woman walks into the room super confidently, right? She's super cool. She's like the main character. She just walks into the room with pure main character aura. Usually when you say that somebody thinks that they are the main character, it's not a good thing, right? If I say she thinks she's the main character, right? I'm not giving her a compliment, right? Oh, is Vian Tang still here? I saw your message. I will respond to it later. If anybody sends me a message, I promise you I will message you back after the live stream. So, how do I look today? Am I ugly? I shaved. Don't you love how TikTok makes you look a little bit more beautiful? Right? Look, my teeth are actually not this white. TikTok is making my teeth look white. Right? I am not this handsome. I'm an ugly man. But TikTok's helping me out. Savan Sumaila says, can I send you a message in your inbox? Please send me a message in my inbox. I would love to hear from all of you. You can just say, hi, Sam, what's up? Tell me what you think of my live stream. Do you think it's interesting? Do you think it's boring? Is there something different you think I should talk about? Right? I want to hear your feedback. TikTok is better than a dentist. Yeah, that's funny. That's true. Savan Sumaila says, WhatsApp. Yes, if you check my bio, there's a link. And there's a link to the WhatsApp group that is free to join. There are many very friendly people in the WhatsApp group, and they have interesting conversations often. Okay, so talking about aura is slang. Let's talk about some professional alternatives to aura. Number 1, practice your English. She possesses a highly commanding and professional presence. Right? She has aura. She possesses a highly commanding and professional presence. So to possess means to have, right? She has a highly commanding and professional presence. Okay. Number 2, handling that difficult client so smoothly greatly enhanced his credibility. Well, that's kind of a It's a doozy of a sentence. Handling that difficult client, right? That rude customer, you remember? So smoothly, greatly enhanced his credibility, right? It gave him aura. Oh, Igor is here. Hi, Igor. Welcome. Thanks for the heart and the rose, Igor. You're a nice guy. Number 3, follow along with me, practice your English. An incident like that could unfortunately damage a professional reputation. So an incident, something that happens is an incident. And an incident like that could unfortunately, right? Unfortunately means like bad, unlucky, unluckily damage a professional reputation. Let's look at the word, hello ticker, hello Igor. So reputation, reputation, 4 syllables. Reputation, emphasis goes on the 3rd syllable, 1, 2, 3, te, reputation. I want to have a good reputation. I want people to think I'm a good person. Vera's here. Hi, Vera. How's it going, Vera? What's new? Number 4. Follow along with me. Practice your English. She projects an incredible amount of confidence and leadership. Right? She has aura. Right? This is the woman who walks into the room with aura. She projects an incredible amount of confidence and leadership. Sunny says, what's the difference between incident and accident? Well, an incident could be planned. An accident is not planned. Can somebody else help me? How do we differentiate incident and accident? Right? If I have an accident on my motorbike, it means I crash into something. But if there's an incident with my motorbike, maybe something crashed into me? I don't know. Vera is from Kiev. Oh, well, hello, Vera. Privit, right? Incident is much more serious than accident. Well, I feel like they're both serious. They could be varying levels of seriousness. There was an incident, right? Something really important happened. There was an accident, something unfortunate happened. I guess they're both negative, right? Incidents and accidents are both not good. There was an incident yesterday. Ramal says, hello teacher, I'm glad to see you today. I'm glad to see you, Ramal. Thanks for coming. Alrighty then, moving on, number 5. Maintaining composure under pressure is vital for your professional image. Igor is also from Ukraine. Well, Privit, Igor. Jade says, hello, I'm from Vietnam. Hello, Jade. What is your Vietnamese name? Is your name Ngao? Sunny, so can we use either of them in the same situation? Often you can. Incident, there was an incident, there was an accident. Yeah, but again, right, an incident, you could say, like in a war, there was an incident, or there was something happened. I feel like accident is usually more like a surprise thing that was not expected. Perhaps. Igor sent a bunch of gifts. Thank you, Igor. Oksana is also from Ukraine. Well, Privit, Oksana. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Sky Girl is from Uganda. Oh, we've got another Ugandan here. Cool. Incident gives me work vibe. Kasia from Poland. Oh, hi, Kasia. What a beautiful name. Got somebody from Somalia. Cool. Sky says, hello, thanks for your time. Cool, thank you for saying so. Where are you from, Sky? Are you also from Indonesia? Where are you from, Sky? Fatxa Crooks says, I'm from Somalia. So we've got at least 2 Somalians here today. Oh, Sky's from Azerbaijan. Ah, Azerbaijani people are so friendly. So number 5, maintaining composure under pressure is vital for your professional image. Right? Maintaining composure, staying calm under pressure is vital for your professional image, right? Vital means super important, similar to crucial, right? Maintaining composure under pressure is very important for your professional image. Healthy with Shamsa is from Kenya. Cool. Ballet Claudia is from Côte d'Ivoire. Ramal is also from Azerbaijan. Well, cool. Xuyen is from Vietnam. Xin Chao, Xuyen. Beautiful name. Okay, so the next slang term is going to be cooked. I live in Kenya, but I'm in Somalia. Oh, you are Somalian, but you live in Kenya. Okay. So, got 278 people here in this live stream today. Not bad. 6,000 likes. Thank you for all the taps. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming to my live stream. My name is Sam, and I'm from the United States. I teach English online. I go live on TikTok here almost every day. If you would like to support my channel, please join my daily English club. It's $1 for the first month. After that, it depends on what country you live in. If you're in America, it's $15 a month, but for other countries, it's less money. I do not control that price, so I don't know what the price is for your country. I think in Poland it's like $7.70. Vietnam is like $6. Right? It's different depending on how strong your currency is. Again, I do not control that. But anyway, click the link in my bio or send me a private message if you would like to support my channel, or just send me a message saying, "Hi, Sam, tell me what you think of this live stream." Let's see. Somebody with a really long name, Kenzekhanova Zanara. Sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing Kazakh names. Hello from Kazakhstan. Hello to you, my friend in Kazakhstan. Welcome. Marcelo Benitez says, how about to be wasted? Well, to be wasted means to have consumed too much of some sort of intoxicating substance. It's not really something I can talk about on TikTok. TikTok is very sensitive, right? If you want to talk to me about sensitive topics, we would have to do it off of TikTok, right? If I start talking about that, TikTok will block me. I've made that mistake before. Oksana says, how much from Canada? I'm sorry, but I don't know. Probably less than $15, but I cannot control that. And it won't even let me see what the different prices are. So I try to make it fair, but yeah. Anyway. Healthy with Shamsa. Nice to meet you too. Amira is from Tajikistan. All right. Can you speak Kiswahili? No. TikTok is very touchy. That's true, built different. I've learned the hard way that TikTok is very touchy. All right, next slang term, cooked. Practice your English, right? I'm from the United States, so I speak with the American accent. Abdi says, can you speak Somali? No, I do not know one single word in Somali. Sorry. Vera, you have friends in the USA? Oh, cool. That's where I'm from. Where do your friends live? Anyway, the online meaning of cooked means to be in deep trouble, completely ruined, exhausted, or facing guaranteed failure. Right? That's what it means to be cooked. Right? Think of it this way. You don't want to be in the frying pan. You want to be holding the frying pan. Right? Because you can say, he's cooked. That's not a good thing. That's a very bad thing for him if I say he's cooked. But if I say he's cooking, that's a good thing, right, for him. Again, right, you don't want to be in the frying pan. You want to be holding the frying pan. Okay? Somebody says, can you explain carry the logs? No, I don't know what carry the logs means other than just carrying logs of wood. Candy says, hello, I came across your live and got interested, sir. Well, welcome, Candy. Where are you from, Candy? Are you from Azerbaijan or Kazakhstan? Tell me. Okay, so what else is going on here in the group chat? Hello, I'm from Kiev. Anna, hello. Привет, Anna. Build differences in hot water, yeah. You're cooked. Oh, Candy's from the Philippines. Great. You know, I don't think I've ever met anybody from the Philippines who is not completely friendly. Like, what do they put in the water in the Philippines that makes everybody always friendly? Cryptids, also from the Philippines. Great. Ooh, we've got somebody from Moscow. Zdravствуйте. Привет. My friend in Moscow. Vain Cure. So it came across your live. Oh, great. Thanks for coming. CCC. Hi, from Indonesia. Nina is from Paris. Well, bonjour. Vainqueur is from the Congo. Vera Santa Rose. Thank you, Vera. Moving on. Use cooked in a sentence. I forgot my laptop for the presentation. I am absolutely cooked. Right, that's not a good thing. I'm cooked because I forgot my laptop. Without my laptop, I can't do my presentation. So I am absolutely cooked. Mina says, I'm from Vietnam. Xin chào, Mina. Xin mời. How do I say? Kính mời vào livestream của tôi. My Vietnamese is not very great. Anna is from Spain. Well, buenos dias, Anna. Right? Buenos dias. Hey, from Algeria, we say azul. Oh, okay, cool. Look at the word absolutely. 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 Put the emphasis on the third syllable. Absolutely. Absolutely. Xin mời các bạn vào livestream của tôi. Thank you, Mina. Xin cảm ơn Mina đã sửa tiếng Việt của tôi. Sam is here, says Azul. Hi, Sam. What does Azul mean? My name is also Sam. Moon is from Vietnam. Is your name Nguyệt? I'm guessing because Moon, Nguyệt means moon, right? Mặt trăng. Am I correct? Kính mời sounds serious, right? Kính mời is very, very formal, right? I was kind of joking when I said that. Lucifer? Wow, why did you choose that name? You're from Vietnam? Lucifer, yikes, frightening. Ah, it's from Philippines, hi. Azul means bonjour, oh, okay, Azul. Teresa from Switzerland, well, guten Morgen miteinander. Switzerland is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been in my life. What is the meaning of corny? Corny is like if you tell a stupid joke, you could say that joke was really corny, right? Only young children would laugh at that joke because it was corny, right? Dad jokes are often corny, right? I'm a dad. I have 2 sons, so I tell really bad jokes. Phương says, please speak slowly. Sorry. What is the meaning of mundane? Mundane means like boring, too simple. Okay. Number 2, talking about the term cooked, to be in deep trouble, to be facing guaranteed failure. We still talking about incident and accident, huh? Maybe we should just make a 2-hour live stream and talk about nothing except for the difference between incident and accident. How do you guys feel about that? Huh? Anyway, number 2, practice your English, follow along with me, listen and repeat. If the teacher checks the homework today, the whole class is cooked. Right? So maybe the whole class of students did not do their homework, right? They were lazy. So if the teacher checks the homework today, the whole class is cooked, right? They're screwed. They're in trouble. Da says, on accident or by accident? I called you on accident. I called you by accident. Either. Both are okay, I think, in all situations. I did that on accident. I did that by accident. Yeah, both are okay. Tina and M It says, greetings from Germany. Guten Morgen, mein Freund in Deutschland. Wie geht es dir an dieser wunderbaren Tag? Wie viel Uhr ist es in Deutschland? It's like early in the morning, right? In Deutschland es ist sehr, sehr früh. Ist das richtig? Ja, mein Deutsch ist nicht mehr so gut. Ich habe die Sprache verlernt. I don't practice my German enough, so I'm losing it. Da says, help me which? Both, okay? Yeah, they're ruined, right? The class is in big trouble. Nur deine Meinung. Meine Meinung? Mir geht's gut. Oh, wunderbar. Wir haben viele Deutschen, viele Leute reden Deutsch. Ja, scheiß drauf, würde ich sagen. Scheiß drauf. I wonder if I would get in trouble for saying that on TikTok. I wonder how TikTok would feel about me saying the bad word in German. Ling Witten says, hi, Ling. How are you today? Em khỏe không? Em đang làm gì đó? Oh my God, how many languages do you speak? I speak like 3 languages. Not very well, though. Oksana, how many languages do you speak? Chris says, hello, teacher. How's it going? It's going great. Store manager, and please, no bad word here. Thanks. Okay. Es tut mir leid. Okay. Built different. Where are you from? I think you told me already, but would you tell me again? Where are you from? I'm going to try to only say good words, not bad words. Don't want to offend any of you people. My brain is completely cooked after that 3-hour lecture. Igor speaks 4 languages. Wow. It's amazing, Igor. So my brain is completely cooked, right? I'm tired of thinking, right? That was a long lecture, right? So now I want to relax. My brain is completely cooked, right? I want to just relax for a minute. Brian says, Xin chào. Xin chào, Brian. Seung, my Limac says, I read the fun story, but I don't understand. You can explain it for me. What story are you talking about, Seung? Oksana speaks 3 languages, Ukrainian, Russian, and English. Wow, that's pretty amazing, Oksana. Oh, Built Different is from Italy. Buongiorno. Pin says, hi. Cami can speak 4 languages. Many multilingual people here today. It's great. Learning languages is very good for your brain. And I need help, or I need to practice many languages so that my brain will not be smooth. Mina says, you look like my English teacher. Really? Mina, how old are you? Do you go to high school? Do you go to university? Day sent a rose. Thank you, Day. All right, number 4. Our project group is cooked because no one is replying to messages. Thrown Chaos says, tell me what you love the most. What do I love the most? I love my sons. Somebody's here joining from Japan. Well, welcome, konnichiwa. It's a pleasure to have you here in my live stream. I'm glad you think it's useful, Lavisa. I'd like to learn Spanish. Sounds so amazing. Well, you should, Oksana. I bet there's somebody here who could help you learn Spanish. So our project group is cooked, right? They're in a bad situation because nobody is replying to messages. Number 5, look at his face. He knows he's cooked, right? He knows that he has done something bad and he's going to face the consequences. And he knows he's cooked. Mina is a pharmacist. Oh, well, that's a great job. Mina, where do you live in Vietnam? So number 5, practice your English. Listen and repeat after me. Look at his face. He knows he's cooked. Thrown Chaos. Hate that I made you love me. Is Thrown Chaos a bot? Are you a bot, Thrown Chaos? Healthy with Shamsa says, you're a good teacher. Oh, thank you, Healthy with Shamsa. I'm glad you think so. So that was slang using cooked. let's look at professional alternatives, right? More polite, more formal ways of saying cooked. Oh, Mina lives in Yaqiang. I also live in Yaqiang. Nice to meet you, Mina. We should get coffee sometime. Do you work as a pharmacist here in Yaqiang? Let's see. Ile says, what are we talking about? We're talking about slang, right? I'm doing English communication practice, level B2. I'm talking about slang, but also professional alternatives to the slang. So we're just trying to improve English here. Bill Difference says, crooked is corrupt. You could, yeah, crooked and corrupt are basically the same thing. You could say the politician is corrupt. The politician is crooked. He's a crook. He's a criminal. Alex says, love this guy. Which guy do you love, Alex? Mina says, yes, maybe someday. Sweet. Annie says, greetings from Venezuela. Hello, my friend in Venezuela. Throne chaos. I have no idea what you're talking about. Number 6, practice your English. I'm currently facing a critical situation regarding our presentation. Right? This is a very professional way of saying, I am absolutely cooked. Right? Much more complicated way of saying it too. Nice. It's from Mozambique. Cool. I wonder what it's like to be in Mozambique. What's the food like in Mozambique? Tell me something interesting about Mozambique. Okay, currently means right now. So right now I'm facing a critical situation. Critical situation regarding our presentation. Nani says, watching from Myanmar. Cool. Got Paula from Portugal, Porto. Welcome, Paula. Number 7, practice your English. We have encountered a major setback that jeopardizes our timeline, right? We are cooked. We have encountered. Encounter means to meet. Never say, I love you, Mom, to Asian mothers. Why? You shouldn't say that? Why, Sung? Ziad says, hi from Morocco. Hi, my friend in Morocco. So we have met a major setback that jeopardizes. Jeopardize. Dies. Right? Means to put into danger. Got somebody watching from Kosovo. I've never been to Kosovo. We got somebody from Indonesia. Hello. Wise men say only fools rush in, but what's up with all the love talk? Got somebody else from Mozambique. Cool. So jeopardize. If you jeopardize something, you put it into danger. If I say I'm in jeopardy, it means I'm in danger. Oh, Mozambique has beautiful beaches, huh? I did not know that. Amazing people, good food. Wow, man, I hope to go to Mozambique someday. I want to do a lot more traveling. Sung, my limak said, you're asking, what does cancer mean? Cancer, right? Number 8, I am experiencing significant cognitive fatigue after that meeting. Wow, this is probably like B2 plus level. Like, this is almost C level English. Like, this is a really complicated way of saying this, right? I'm cooked. My brain is cooked after that long lecture, right? I am experiencing significant cognitive fatigue. You guys understand all these words? So, experiencing. Significant means like strong or noteworthy. Cognitive fatigue. Fatigue means to be tired, right? If I am feeling fatigue, it means I'm tired, right? I went running and now I feel fatigued. what does cooked mean? Well, it's not a good thing to be cooked. It means you're in a bad situation. You're in trouble. If I say I'm cooked, it means I'm in trouble. I am in a bad situation. I'm cooked, right? Remember, you don't want to be in the frying pan. You want to be holding the frying pan. To be cooked is not good. To be cooking is good, right? If I say I'm cooking, right? I'm doing good right now. I'm really cooking. It's very different from saying I'm cooked. Okay, I'm cooked is like saying I'm screwed. I'm in a bad situation. Number 9, the project's success is severely compromised due to a lack of communication. C. Owen Neffy says, is jeopardize a word that I frequently used in everyday situation? It could be. I seldom use the word jeopardize, but it's not a obscure word by any means. Compromised. Compromised means that, how do we explain compromised? Bazura says, hi, sir. Hi, Bazura. Welcome. I love it when Bazura comes. What does severely mean? Let's talk about all of these words. So the project's success, whether or not the project is good or bad at the end, right, is severely compromised, right? It's in trouble. We could say it's jeopardized, right? It's in danger. To be compromised means to be in danger. Success. Success means to win, right? I was successful. I won. Right? Success is the opposite of failure. So the project's success, whether or not it wins, is severely compromised, right? It's in danger because of a lack of communication. Right? People were not communicating well. They were not talking. So the project is not going to be successful. Compromised and jeopardized, interchangeable. Yes, I would say so. Probably all the time. Definitely here, right? The project's success is severely jeopardized, severely compromised. Let's see. Pablo143 says hello. Hi, Pablo. Niyama88 says hi. Lovely. Liani says should add severely. What do you mean, Liani? Yes, this is the passive voice, right? It is compromised due to a lack of communication. How could we make it active? We could say the lack of communication compromised the project's success. Number 10, we find ourselves in a highly disadvantageous position. Right? We are cooked. We are in a bad situation. Marcelissimo says, greetings from Tamaulipas, Mexico. Wow, I don't know how to say that. You want me to explain severely? Severely means like badly. It is badly compromised. Something that is severe means like it's strongly bad. Okay? So number 10, we find ourselves in a highly disadvantageous position. Somebody says, what is this level? It's supposed to be B2 level, but this is like close to C level. So I'll say this is B2 level English communication. Okay? At least the professional parts are. The slang is a little bit lower level. So disadvantageous. Ev Day says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. I'm from Texas. Cappuccino is from Bali, Indonesia. What a beautiful place. I want to go to Bali someday. Okay, disadvantageous. Listen and repeat that word after me. Disadvantageous. 5 syllables. Disadvantageous. Disadvantage. I would put the most emphasis on the 4th syllable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tage. Disadvantageous. Right? This is not advantageous. It is disadvantageous. Right? We're in a bad situation. Maria says, I thought you were from the UK. No, not from the UK. Somebody says, what's the difference between C1 and B2? What can I do to improve? Well, practice. I mean, the only way to get better at speaking English is to practice speaking English. There's no other way, right? Just like with basketball. You want to be a good basketball player, books will not help you. The only way to become a good basketball player is to practice playing basketball a lot. Same with English speaking. Ash says, hi, Teacher Sam. Hi, Ash. Andre says, how's it going, teacher? Hope Saturday is going great. It's going super great. Even better now because you're here, Andre. Thanks for coming. The next slang term I'm going to look at today is let him cook. So Mohammed is here. Hello. We got 470 people in this live stream. Lovely. 10,000 likes. Look at that. That's crazy. Thank you all for coming to my live stream. Welcome. My name is Sam. Nice to meet you. I'm from the United States. I teach English online. I go live on TikTok almost every day. If you would like to support my channel, please join my daily English club. You can get in for only $1 for the first month. After that, if you live in the United States, it's $15 a month, but it's less money for other countries. I cannot control that, and I don't even know what the price would be for your country. Because I live in Vietnam, I know that the price for Vietnamese people is $6 a month, but whatever. Send me a private message if you're interested in joining the English Club. I also started just this morning a Google Classroom as part of the English Club where you can join the classroom as a student, and I will give assignments that you can complete and I will grade. Okay, so if you want to practice, improve your English level, the classroom is meant to be for speakers who are not beginners, right? Around B2 level. Andre says, where's the beard? I shaved the beard. I look old when I have a beard. V says, hello, Mr. Sam. I'm from Vietnam. Oh, tuyệt vời. And V, where do you live in Vietnam? Loki says, what English accents can you use? I can only use my own American accent. Cleverson sent a bunch of ice cream cones. Thank you, Cleverson. Vietnam, I would love to meet that country. Yeah, Vietnam's beautiful, Maria. Says, how long have you been teaching English? I've been teaching English for over 8 years. Will there be C2 assignments too? I suppose there could be, if you want. Inga's from Mongolia. Wow. So let him cook means to give someone the space and freedom to execute their vision, do what they are good at, or finish their point without interruption. Please DM me. All right, so let's look at let him cook in example sentences. Practice your English with Sam. Listen and repeat after me. Wait, don't interrupt him. Let him cook. Like, don't interrupt him. Luan Nguyen Tang 1 says, I can listen and read, but I struggle with speaking. How do I improve, sir? Well, if you struggle speaking English, it's probably because you're not thinking in English. So my advice to you is, first of all, learn as many words as you can. Make sure that you know at least 500 words in English, right? If you're starting from 0, I recommend you make flashcards, right? There's a flashcard of mine. English on one side, Vietnamese on the other side. This is how I learn languages, right? I make 10 of these every day, and I put them in my pocket and take them with me everywhere, so that when I'm waiting for my coffee, I do not go on Instagram. I take out my flashcards and learn 10 new words every day. After you have learned at least 500 words, then you need to practice thinking in English, right? Close your eyes, imagine somebody that you care about, maybe your mom or your best friend, and in your mind, tell them a story in English. Practice doing this every day for a few minutes. I promise you that will help you improve your speaking. I hope that helps. That helps me. Different people learn different ways. So maybe, yeah, whatever. Nella's from East Timor. Cool. V says, I live in the Mekong Delta, Kanta City. Kanta City is a very interesting city in Vietnam. They have a market that's on the river, right? These people on boats sell fruits and vegetables and fish and all sorts of stuff. It's a very interesting market there in Kanta. It's a beautiful city. Maria says, how can I improve from B2 to C1? Well, you need to learn a lot more vocabulary and language in use. Somebody with a Chinese name says, make a sentence. Okay, I will make a sentence. Anyway, number 2, the director made a weird choice, a strange choice. But the fans said, let him cook, right? Don't stop him. He's doing something cool, right? It's weird, but it's cool, so don't stop him, right? Let him cook. Let's see what he does. Felix sent a freestyle. Thank you, Felix. Sweet of you. Healthy with Shamsa says, hi teacher, I like speaking English with an American accent. Can you help me improve it? I can try to help you, Shamsa. Try repeating after me. Yeah, don't interrupt him. Let him cook. Number 3, he started cooking with that new music production. Oh, we got Seung Chun here. Hello, Seung Chun. Thanks for the ice cream cone. Welcome. So he started cooking, right? He started really focusing and doing something awesome. So the meaning of cook in this sentence means he started, like he was making great music, right? He started cooking with that music production. He started doing really well. MRK English sent a heart. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for all the gifts, people. So number 4, practice your English. Follow along with me. Hold on. She's actually making a great point. Let her cook, right? Let her keep going, right? She's talking and she's saying something that's a really good point, right? She's speaking the truth, right? We want to listen to her ideas. So let her cook. Do not interrupt her. Concierge Japan sent a TikTok. Thank you. You look like Robert Herjavec. Oh, really? Who's that? Is Robert Herjavec super handsome? Just kidding. After the live, I will look up who Robert Herjavec is to see if what you see is true, Luan Nguyen. C01 Nefi wants phrasal verbs. Sure, let me write that down. Phrasal verbs. Okay. The Dragon Dens guy. I still don't know what I know even less about the man now. Wacharachai sent you're awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, it's a TV show. Okay, cool. Hold on. She's actually making a good point. Let her cook. Do not interrupt her. Seung says, I can hear and understand simple words, but I can't answer them. How should I practice my reflexes? By, I don't know, have you tried using AI or finding a speaking partner? Seung, why don't you join my WhatsApp group? It's free to join, right? There's lots of people who practice their English there every day. People from all over the world practicing English, giving each other tips, exchanging. Lately in the group chat, there have been many, how do you say, riddles. People have been telling really interesting riddles in the WhatsApp group chat lately. So if you want to join, it's free. Just send me a message, or better yet, click the link in my bio. I didn't trust his strategy at first, but I decided to let him cook. Look at the word strategy, right? The way that he goes about dealing with the problem, right? His strategy, strategy. I did not trust his strategy at first, but I decided to let him cook, right? I did not stop him. Meaning of riddles. A riddle is like a clever, difficult question to answer. Right? Why don't you ask Google Translate? Mahamat Kala says, hi, I'm new. Welcome, Mahamat. My name is Sam. I'm from the United States and I teach English online. Today we're going over slang. Sung Chan. Thank you, Sung Chan. Please speak slowly, eh? I need to slow down. Simone says, nice to meet you. Where are you from, Simone? When I lived in Germany, I knew a woman named Simone. Professional alternatives, right? So using slang is not very formal, not very professional. Let's look at ways to say, let him cook professionally. Got a Chinese guy here named David. Hi, David. Welcome. Let's allow her to finish sharing her insights before we evaluate. Right? Remember, this is the one where it said, she's making a good point. Let her cook. Let's allow her to finish sharing her insights before we evaluate. Oh, Mahamat's from Chad. Okay, cool. My name is Erna. Is the meaning of let him cook in sentence number 5, we let him do his strategy? Yes, we did not stop him. We let him cook. Atrick says, nice to meet you, Sam. Nice to meet you too, Atrick. Lovely. Simone is from Italy. I'm Italian. And you? Lovely. Well, buongiorno, Simone. My name is Sam, and I'm from the United States. Sir, I have questions first. First, to learn English, start from where? If you're just beginning learning English, I recommend that you put a goal of 500 new vocabulary words to learn. Make flashcards. Write English on one side, your language on the other side. Take these flashcards with you everywhere. Do not open Instagram. Study your flashcards while you're waiting for your coffee, okay? Or whatever. Greetings from Moscow, says Groupie? Groupie? Znayesh. DDT Znayesh. Well, здравствуйте, Groupie. Привет. Clabe says, hi. Hello, Clabe. Somebody from Bangkok, Thailand. To say hello to a man in Thai is Sawasdee Khap, right? Is that how you say it? My name is Ernest, so I will try that way. Star says, sup. Sup, Star. So number 7, we should grant him the creative autonomy to execute this project. Got somebody named Freddie from Togo. Wanting to improve your English? Lovely. Lemoon says, how many languages do you teach? I only teach English, right? I'm from the United States, so I'm only qualified to teach English. Can you take the Vietnamese English graduation exam? I try to avoid the Vietnamese English graduation exam because when I look at it, it makes me want to vomit. It gives me a headache. So no, I don't want to even look at the Vietnamese English graduation exam. I don't want to think about it. Grinny DDT Znayesh says, evaluate. You want me to evaluate. Evaluate means to give feedback, right? Before we give our thoughts, before we, let's just say evaluate means to give feedback. Sorry, I'm not the best definition, but it kind of works. Hannah Artist Garut says, hello from Indonesia. Hi. Execute. Execute means to do or to finish. Right? We should grant him creative autonomy to finish the project, to do the project, right? To do the work. Oh, evaluate, yes, judge. That's a good way to define evaluate, right? To judge. Kata is from Chile. Well, welcome, my friend in Chile. Isn't it like in the middle of the night in Chile right now? It's very late, no? Execute, to carry out. Yes, very good. Exactly. Gulnazira. What a name. Hello, Gulnazira. Are you from Azerbaijan or are you from Indonesia? Kata says yes. Kata, what are you doing today? Are you working? What's new in your life, Kata? What exciting, beautiful thing will you do this weekend? 3:30 in the morning in Bolivia. Wow, Maria, you are up late. I hope you get some rest. Gulnazira says, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. Jay Dre says, from Zimbabwe. Jor next door, what do you drink? It's just water. Kata, you're at the airport? See that water? Just water. I've got somebody from Japan here. You're handsome. Oh, thank you. I love Japan. Konnichiwa. Where are you going, Kata? Do you work at the airport or are you flying somewhere? Jay Dre says, what time is it in the U.S.? In the U.S., it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, depending on where you are. I'm from the U.S., but I don't live there now. I live in Vietnam. Anyway, have you ever been to Italy? Yes, Simone, I have been to Italy. It is a beautiful country with beautiful people and good food, of course, everybody knows that. Kata is working. Oh, okay. Gulnazira, I was completely wrong. You're from Kazakhstan. Okay, so I am eager to see how her strategic vision unfolds, right? I am eager means I can't wait. I look forward to it, right? I am very excited to see how her strategic vision unfolds. I'm Russian says, why am I hearing British pronunciation? I promise you, you are not hearing British pronunciation, right? I do not know how to speak like a British person. I'm American. This is definitely American pronunciation. Dum Deet says, where do you live in Vietnam? I live in Nha Trang. Where do you live, Dum Deet? Maria. Oh, okay, great, Maria. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Maria, I will try to rest. Get some good rest, Maria. Sleep well. Noi says, I'm Laos. You should say, I'm from Laos, but you're watching from Australia. Okay, great. Yada is from Thailand. Hello, Yada. Sawadika. Helton David says, I'm from Angola. Cool. Synonym for eager. I am excited. Excited would be a synonym for eager. I'm excited to see how her strategic vision unfolds. Gul Nazira says, what's your name? My name is Sam. Do you go live every day? Yes, I do go live every day, almost every day, starting usually at 11 a.m. Vietnam, Indonesia time. Gul Nazira says, how old are you? I'm in my early 40s. Ev Day says, what is your profession? Well, I used to be a chef and a commercial fisherman. Now I'm a teacher. Truck honk scared me. Oksana says, how to improve writing skills? Practice. Maybe use AI. Helton David says, do you know Angola? I know of Angola. I don't know a lot about it, though. Russian. Sorry, I'm living in California. For some reason, you sound to me a bit different. I really like it. Okay, well, I encourage you to go to YouTube and listen to some people speak with a British accent, because I promise you it is significantly different than mine. Seung Mai says, 11 a.m. Vietnam. Yes, that's usually when I begin. Leon Chung says, from Mozambican. Cool. So I'm eager to see how her strategic vision unfolds, right? Let her cook. Number 9, practice your English. Let us defer to his expertise in this specific matter. Nag Batare Ninkita says, are you AI? I am AI Charlie Puth. Didn't you know that? You must be new here. Welcome. Let us defer to his expertise, right? We will trust him, right? We will defer to his expertise. We will believe him. We will trust him to do the right thing. Peacemaker likes my pronunciations. Mohammed says, do you prefer American English or British? That is a strange question to ask. Because I am American, I generally prefer my own accent, because I think about my mom, my mom speaks with the American accent, but there's nothing wrong with the British accent. I like the British accent too. Jord next door says, how usually for learn English? Well, make flashcards. That's my advice. Helton, you learned English all by yourself. Wow, that's impressive. So, Tina says hi. Hi, Tina. Where are you from, Tina? Welcome. Number 10 it is best to give the freedom to trial their new methodology. What? Monkey D. Puffy, welcome, Monkey. You're new here. What are we doing? So, Monkey, nice to meet you. My name is Sam. I teach English online. So I'm from the United States. I teach American pronunciation and basic English communication skills. So right now, in this live stream, I'm just we're practicing using slang, internet slang. My live stream is actually going to end in a few minutes. We only have one more section left. Tina is from the USSR? Really? You're from the Soviet Union, Tina? I didn't think that existed anymore. Rose Pinky. Hi from Vietnam. Hello, Rose Pinky. Is your name Home? Where do you live in Vietnam, Rose? Somebody says something in Russian. The USSR no longer exists. Ha. I'm glad that you think my lessons are easy to understand. Do you know some Portuguese? No, I do not know one single word in Portuguese. It is best to give them the freedom to trial their new methodology. What? I think it should be to try. I don't think this is correct. You know what? I don't like this sentence. This is kind of confusing. How do I strike through? Yeah, to heck with this sentence. I don't like that one. Rose lives in Ho Chi Minh City. Oh, okay. Welcome, Rose. I live in Nha Trang. The last piece of internet slang that I'm going to talk about today is glow up. Greetings from Kazakhstan. Hello, the A7. So the online meaning of glow up is a massive positive transformation, usually physical, financial, mental, or in terms of overall lifestyle and success. Okay. Ton says, can you repeat it again, please? Repeat what again? Seni asks about the word defer. To defer means to trust him. Let's trust his experience. Right? Let's allow him to do what he wants to do. Let's defer to him. We will take his advice. We will defer to him. Skin glow was a trend. Was it? I don't know. I'm kind of old, so I'm not very up to date on slang. So, before I move on, I just want to mention to everybody, I do have an online daily English club. I upload recordings of my live streams there, and these documents I put all in there. So if you want access to all these documents and recordings, and if you want to support my channel, please join my daily English club. You can access it through the link in my bio or send me a DM, a private message. It's only $1 to join for the first month. After that, it's $15 if you live in America, but it's less if you live in different countries. Right? For example, Vietnam, it's only $6 a month. I cannot control that price change, and I don't know what the different prices are in different countries. So I just started a Google Classroom. This is kind of a test. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but if you want to get graded on, if you want to be a student, essentially, in my Google Classroom, please join my daily English club and apply to the classroom. Anyway, glow up. Let's talk about what does glow up mean. Rather, let's look at it in examples to try and understand it. Oh no, my screen froze. Oh, I don't like it when that happens. Here, give me a moment, please. Let me fix this. Gosh. Please be patient with me while I fix my screen. How do I add the scene? Okay, add scene. No, not add scene. Oopsie daisy. Just give me 1 minute, guys. TikTok sometimes has problems. Window capture, add Google Internet Slang. There we go. Okay, we're back, baby. Back in business. Number one, her confidence had a massive glow up after she started university. Right? She became much more confident after she started university. Her confidence had a massive glow up, a massive positive transformation. Number two, follow along with me, practice your English. This brand's new packaging is a major glow up. Right? This brand's new packaging is a huge improvement. It's so much better. It's a major glow up. Number three, he went from an awkward teenager to a total glow up. Right? He used to be shy and very awkward. Right? He was not very cool, not very outgoing, but then after that, he became a total glow up. Right? He became very interesting and popular and outgoing. My mental health had a serious glow up this year. Right? My mental health got a lot better. It had a glow up this year. Number five, we need to give our social media page a total glow up. Right? We need to improve our social media page. Right? Let's make it look so much better. Let's give it a glow up. Let's glow it up. Excuse me while I stretch. Alrighty then. Professional alternatives, right? So using slang is not very professional. Sometimes it would not be very polite. So let's think of professional ways to say the same things. Number six, the company has undergone a significant positive transformation. Right? It has changed for the better. It has become greatly improved. IELTS T doi den. Your lesson is brilliant. Do you think so? Wow, that's amazing. Thanks. Number seven, this product redesign represents a substantial upgrade in quality. Right? Remember, the product's new packaging was a major glow up. Right? It's a substantial upgrade in quality. It got so much better. Number eight, she has shown immense professional development and growth over the last year. Immense means very big, huge, immense professional development. We are aiming to revitalize our digital marketing presence. Look at the word revitalize. 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 Concierge Japan sent a rose. Thank you, Concierge Japan. So to revitalize means to bring it back to life, right? Because the vita part of that means life, to live. Revitalize means to bring it back to life, make it new again. Nina says, can you teach us how to develop speaking skills? That's what I'm trying to do, right? So listen and repeat after me to develop your speaking skills. Say these sentences out loud. Practice saying them. The more you say out loud things, the better you will get at speaking, right? Your mouth needs exercise just like your body does, right? Like I always say, if you want to get good at basketball, the only way to get good at basketball is to practice playing basketball, right? You can read a book about basketball all day long, but the only way to actually get good at basketball is to practice basketball a lot. Same with English. You want to be a good speaker? There's only one way to do it. Practice. Sorry, I wish there was some easier way, but there is none. Foxy Bo says, I don't know English, can you teach me? I can try. If you don't know any English, it's going to be difficult. Send me a private message. Can eager be placed at the end of a sentence? I was not feeling very eager. So yeah, I suppose it could be placed at the end of a sentence. Xena Queen says, good morning. Valley Lau says, what does aiming mean? It means we are trying to revitalize. Right? It is our goal to revitalize. Right? If you have a gun, for example, you aim the gun. Right? You point it at what you want to hit. Right? So if we're aiming to revitalize our digital marketing presence, it means it is our goal to bring our digital marketing back to life. Aziza says, bonjour. Bonjour, Aziza. Rusty saying a rose. Thank you, Rusty. Ton says, this is level B2 or C1. This was supposed to be B2, but this is more like C1. This is like probably between B2 and C1. This is like the top of B2. Jerry says, aiming equals apuntar. Sorry, I don't speak much Spanish. I don't know. Or whatever language that is. Number 10, the last one. Almost finished with this live stream today. The department's efficiency has drastically improved following the restructuring. Things have gotten better after we restructured. Healthy with Shamsta, my pleasure. So that is all for internet slang for this live stream today. Maybe I will live stream later. I'm not sure. But thank you guys for coming to my live stream. Thank you very much. Welcome. I hope that some of you will support me and join my daily English club. Right? In the club, you get access to the videos of all of my live streams, all of my documents for my live streams, English learning tools such as my IELTS speaking practice, and I just today started a Google Classroom. So if you want to join my English class, it's B2 level, right? It's online. There are going to be assignments that I will grade. I have not put any assignments in there yet because it's brand new. So if you want to join my class, please send me a message or check the link in my bio to join the Daily English Club. The first month is only $1. After that, it's $15 for a month if you're in America, but if you live in other countries, it's less money per month. But I don't control how much, so I don't know how much it is. I know that in Vietnam it's $6 a month, but that's the only one I know. So anyway, I look forward to hearing from you. I will check my messages right after this. I will respond to everybody. Anyway, yeah, anybody have any questions or comments? Tell me what you think. What should I live stream on next time? What do you want me to do? How could I help you? How could I make my live streams more interesting? Right? What do you care about? Somebody said phrasal verbs earlier. I will do a live stream about phrasal verbs. Tier says, I have A2. Okay, great. Xena Queen says, greetings from the island of Ischia, Italy. Cool. Thank you for your compliments of good teaching. I appreciate that. You're sweet. So, any other compliments, or any other, comments? Any ideas? Tell me, guys, tell me something interesting. What interesting thing will you do this weekend? I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Oh, Saremu wants idioms. Okay, I'll write that down. Idioms. Any other ideas? No? Okay, well, here I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream and go check my messages. Again, please join my Daily English Club. You can message me for that. Yesterday I watched a movie, No Escape. I recommend that. You know, I've seen that movie, No Escape. Who was in that movie? Is that the Kevin Costner movie? It's kind of an old movie, right? About the guy who they think murdered his girlfriend, but he didn't do it, and they think he's a spy, but it turns out he really is a spy, right? Is that No Escape? It's a good movie. I haven't even thought about that movie in a long time. Maybe I'm confused about which one it is. But anyway, send me a private message, you guys. Say hi to me. Let's be friends. Let's improve your English. Oh, it came out in 2015. It's not a new movie. Oh, huh. Maybe I have not seen that. I will look it up right now. Thanks. Glad you thought it was helpful, April. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday. I hope to see you in a live stream again in the future. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming. See ya.